So here's the thing, right? I know I've said this many times before, but I'm going to use myself as an example, right? So I found myself in certain positions that somebody might say something to me, right? And I would take it the wrong way. And what would happen is I would react, you know what I'm saying? Because how I felt like, you know what I'm saying, somebody's coming at me. Now, that person could have had every good intention, but I'm a firm believer in this, right? Like you hear how you feel. So someone can say something to you, but inside you could be going through something, right? You can be feeling less than, you can be feeling like your career is in shambles, you can feel like I don't know what to do with my life, you can feel like, God is pouring all of this stuff down on me, you know what I'm saying? So this person might say something as simple as, like, so what you got going on? And because you're feeling a certain type of way, you're hearing exactly how you feel. So if you're already questioning your standing in life, if you're already questioning your why, and someone asks you what's going on, you're going to hear that, how you feel. And that's what causes so many, situations to where friends aren't friends anymore. You go not talking to people or whatever the case may be. And it's simply because you hear how you feel. Myself, I was going through a phase that I just felt like some things just wasn't going my way. Now I'm a firm believer in prayer. I'm a firm believer in having faith. I'm a firm believer in all of that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, you're still human. You're still human and you're gonna go through things, right? And for me, I was going through it. I was dealing with a lot. So every time I would hear something, I'm judging what I'm hearing based off of how I'm feeling. And one day I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. And it was like I'm seeing myself, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like being upset all the time. I didn't like, what I'm saying, maneuvering through life like I'm walking on eggshells, or I didn't like that I was not hearing things the way that I knew I should hear them. And it bothered me. But what I did do is I accepted it. I really had to dig deep down inside, and I had to be like, yo, why am I feeling like this? And my message to anyone out there that might have found themselves in the same position that I'm talking about, just take a moment, really identify what's going on in you. You see, social media, I say this all the time, social media is like a person's sports center, top 10. You go on social media and you show everything that's going right in your life. You show all of the great stuff. But then the other caveat to that is you got some people that'll go to social media and they'll show all the bad stuff. They'll show everything that's going wrong in their life. But you have to find the balance. I myself, I'm always going to be straightforward. If I'm going through some stuff right now, I'm going to say I'm going through some stuff right now. Not for any type of sympathy and this, that, and the other, but I like to document my trials. Because when I make it over, when I grow through those things, I like to document that as well because there's someone out there who might not be in touch with themselves, who might be drowning in this social media world, and they feel like they can't be the real them. They feel like they can't say, hey, I need some help because they're worried about what everybody else might think of them. So I document my shortcomings, I document my pitfalls, but I put a magnify on the end result. And even though there has been times when I didn't know how I was going to make it through, I didn't know how I was going to get through certain situations, the end of the day is every morning that I wake up, it's another opportunity to get it right. I mean, it's another opportunity to get it right. And I think people don't value that. People don't value that you can have the horrible day, but if God grants you that next day, there's another day to get it right. And you have to focus on not focusing all the time on what's going wrong. A lot of times, I can have 10 things going right, but one thing that went wrong in my day, it'll jack my whole day up. But I start doing the work. I start being honest. When somebody asks you how you doing, I had to start being honest and open and say, hey, listen, I'm not doing well right now. I had to learn the power of no. People call me, people asking me this, that, and other. I had to learn to say no for my own personal peace. I like being that go-to figure that people can come to and they know I'm going to get it done. But you also got to understand that if you ain't right up here, you got to take a moment and just be like, you know what? Let me focus on me right now. And you have to be unapologetic about it. You're no good to nobody else if you're not, you know what I'm saying, good to yourself. So I just wanted to take a moment just to say that, because a lot of times when I'm saying something, I'm speaking to myself too. I'm really speaking to myself too. And sometimes when you feel like everything is coming at you, it feels like work, your boss is going this, that, and the other. Everything is coming at you. Just take a moment and understand that is it really that bad? Or are you just hearing how you feel?